All right, what's going on, guys? It is day number 4 of my Minneapolis to Chicago fishing road trip. Today we are getting closer to Chicago. We are in northern Illinois, I guess you can say. So funny story how I found this spot. All the spots I found so far on this road trip I found through FishMap. So last night I'm on FishMap. I'm trying to find places somewhere around Rockford, Illinois that I can fish because that was going to be the next city kind of that I stop in. And kind of while I was doing that, I was on Facebook on the North American Native Fishes Association Facebook page, and I saw someone post a post from the same drainage that I was looking for spots in. And that ended up being this spot. I sent the guy a message kind of asking for the spot. He was nice enough to give it to me. It was a little bit of a challenge getting down here to the water, but we made it. He said that he found, I think it was somewhere close to 15 or 20 different species out of this little stretch of river here. I don't think he was fishing. I think he was probably netting, which made it a little bit easier. A lot of the species he found were ones I've already caught during this trip. Creek chubs, western black-nosed dace, blunt-nosed minnows, sand shiners, those sorts of things. So maybe we'll get those, which I don't really want, but he also found a couple other species that I have not been able to catch yet. So hopefully we can also run into those, but the way this trip has gone, I doubt that. But anyway, we're here. Let's start kind of wading the creek here and let's see what we can find. Alrighty, first sort of deeper hole here. Let's see what's down there. First fish of the day. Let's get him over the bank here and let's see what we got. Alright, so first species of the day, some sort of Notropis shiner. I don't believe this is a sand though, because when I looked at that top line in front of the dorsal fin, it doesn't look like it gets thicker right before the base of the dorsal fin like you would expect in a sand shiner. So not sure on the species. I believe the guy yesterday said he caught, were they bigmouth or big eye? I don't remember, but maybe it's one of those. I'm not sure. Notropis shiners are, for me at least, one of the more difficult genus of fish species to identify. But we got our first fish out of here. Let's get it back and let's see what else we can find. What is this thing? Alright, so this looks to be your standard creek chub. The guy who I got this spot from, he said he found, were they river chubs or bull chubs? Some other type of chub. I do think this is going to be a creek chub. It has that little dot on the front of the dorsal fin, which I don't think the other chub species have. We'll double check later, but pretty sure this is going to be your standard boring little creek chub. What is this? Don't know. What is it? Alright, so we're going to skip the photo tank for this guy just because I want to get him back and get back to fishing quick here. This is going to be what I think is going to be a common shiner. I did notice that there's a couple other shiner species that look like this that could be found here, but I'm pretty sure that's going to be a common. This might be something different. Alright, so this appears to be a blunt nose minnow. Also have caught plenty of these guys over the last several days. So just like a lot of the other creeks I fished so far, there's a pretty good variety. Just the variety is exactly the same. You got creek chubs, common shiners, blunt nose minnows, some sort of Notropis shiner. I think we might have knocked out a sand shiner today, but it's the same ones over and over again. So let's go ahead and get this one back, and let's see what else we can find over here. What is this thing? Alright, so next fish out of this little creek is another Notropis genus shiner. We'll try to identify them later, because in the field, at least for me, these guys are impossible. Even in pictures, I have a really hard time IDing these guys. It's a lot of credit to the people that can just look at these and figure out what they are. What do we got? All right, so next species appears to be another common shiner. So first time getting one of these guys in the photo tank today. So we're working our way upstream. There is plenty of fish in here. However, it's just all the same ones I've caught before. All those cool ones that guy found don't seem to be here right now. So let's keep going. Let's see if we can find them. What do we got here? What is this? Is this something different? Or is this a creek chub? I'm not sure. It might be just a creek chub. Alrighty, so unfortunately I do believe this is just a regular creek chub. It's got that little black dot on the front of the dorsal, which I don't think these other chubs in here would have. Let's see if you can see that right there. Black dot on the front of the dorsal. So I'll double check, but fairly confident this is just boring little creek chub. What is this? Oh, this is something different. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. I'm so happy. All right, so take a look at this little guy. I'm not exactly sure what it is. I believe it's some sort of a Notropis genus shiner. So here's the thing. He got gut hooked a little bit, so he is bleeding. However, not all of this red is blood. So let me explain. The mouth's red. These fins were red. It's got red on the dorsal, a little bit of red on the tail there. Not sure what kind of shiner it is, but it is going to be a new species for the life list, of course, pending ID. So we'll figure that out later. Unfortunately, he did get gut hooked. Don't know if he's going to make it, but it is a new species for the life list. So this really made my day. Not the species I was even looking for in here, but I will take it. That's a good view of him. Look at that guy. All right, let's get a pic of this guy. Let's get him back. And let's keep fishing. Got him. Oh, this is something different too. Let's go, let's go, let's go. This is one of the target species I was after. Oh man, this has been a great session so far. All right, so let's take a look at this guy. This is going to be a Redbelly Dace. I believe here the Redbelly Dace are southern Redbelly Dace. Could be northern, I'm not sure. This is one of the fish species that I struck out on. I think it was yesterday. I fished one of the creeks that was supposed to have these and it didn't have any, at least none that I could find. And then the guy mentioned that he did find these here yesterday. What is really interesting though, in this little hole right here, there are some fish where I could see red. And I thought it was, when I saw the red, I thought it was just that red colored Notropis that we just caught. I had no idea that some of the red I was seeing was from these Redbelly Dace. This is such a beautiful fish. Either the southern, the northern, or I think there's mountain Redbelly Dace. All three of those I think look really, really beautiful. I don't know where this would rank on my like all-time species list, but it's up there because I think these guys look great. So between that little red colored shiner and this thing, I'm happy. This really made my day. Got him. I think this is another one of those red colored ones, but it's not that shiny. Yeah, so this is going to be another one of those Notropis shiners that I caught a few minutes ago with all the red on it. This one's a little bit blander in color. There are some ones down there that like looks like their entire head is red. This one's more like pinkish or so. But whatever it is, it's only my second one ever. And this one was not gut hooked, so he's not bleeding anywhere. And you can still see the red around the gills and around the fins and all that. So cool looking fish. Not as cool as that Redbelly Dace, but still really cool. Got him. What is this thing? All right, so I believe this is, was that a leech? I've had so many leeches on me the last several days. Anyway, I believe this is going to be another Redbelly Dace. However, this one clearly really doesn't have a red belly. A little bit of a blander color, but I believe the Redbelly Dace is the only dace species, or really probably only fish species found here, that has these two horizontal black lines. So I'm really glad we caught that cool colored one, because I mean this would count for my life list, but a little bit more of a boring color than that first one we caught. So I think we're going to call it a day. I've had my fun here. Still got a couple spots I want to check out here in Illinois. Got to return the rental car tomorrow, so I don't have too much time left. So let's get this guy back and let's go ahead and let's wrap it up. All right, guys, so that's going to do it, and this has been a great session. And the interesting thing is, by great session, all I really mean is this little 10-foot section of creek was great. I didn't walk too far today. Maybe, I'm really bad at estimating, 50 yards? Maybe 100 yards? I don't know. I didn't walk that far, into this creek, but most of this creek just had the same species that I've caught plenty of before. And it wasn't until I got to this section here that this one little hole, I believe there's like a little chub mound there too, but this one little hole produced 2 new species. That Redbelly Dace, I believe it's a southern, and whatever kind of red, I think that's a Notropis shiner, whatever that ended up being. And we got 2 of each out of here. So this was a great little spot. Couldn't find any of those chubs I was looking for. I did see a couple chub mounds within this little stretch of creek, but they were all empty, so I probably missed the spawn by, I don't know, a couple weeks or a month or so. But yeah, so that's going to do it for this little stretch of creek. Fish map has not really done me any favors over these last couple days, but thank you to the person who suggested this spot because it worked out. So yeah, hope you guys liked it, and I will see you guys next time.